Ladies and gentlemen, could it be? Is it possible? Is Arthur playing World of Tanks again? At this point, I've probably lost the vast majority of my World of Tanks audience. I think the good news is, though, I stayed away from the game long enough that I'm kind of wanting and jonesing to play again. So it's been probably a good 9 months since I've really played World of Tanks. And I really enjoyed the break. I think I needed the break, honestly. Speed up time here. We are in the T28E F30, very premium tank. And I say that because they only sold it for 1 day last year at Christmas. This was a gift from Mitsutayu, and I'm very thankful for it. I did not know about the tank, and I wasn't going to buy it. But I am so glad I did, or that Mitsu got it for me, because what you're about to see is proof positive of how much fun this tank can be. It is just ridiculous on its tier. Now, the only downside with this tank is that the gun takes a long time to aim. But when you hit stuff, you make it rain. I mean, stuff, it's painful for your enemies, especially tier 4. This is, of course, a top tier battle. But this gun can penetrate pretty much anything that you're going to face all the way up to tier 6. You can see the artillery is firing at me. The other big downside of this tank, slow mobility, and definitely pretty poor gun depression. Those are the things that hold it back. It's more of a sniper for sure. If you like, let's say, the Wolverine or the Jackson, like that style of gameplay, turreted tank destroyer gameplay, this is going to be right up your alley. And those are two of my favorite tanks to play. I love the Jackson. I love the Wolverine. So this tank really kind of fits that same play style, though it is a medium tank. So actually it's kind of a predecessor to the heavy tank, which is, I don't know, it's kind of a confused tank. Am I confusing you? I hope not. This Grant is just realizing the trouble that he's getting into. I'm not sure if he's going after the other guy, though, but yeah, 2 shots, dead. Oh, M3 Lee gets a good shot on me. I'm trying to get under. He didn't do much damage, 39. 1-shot kill. That poor tier 3. Or tier 2, that was what I just killed, wasn't it? That was a tier 2. Got a B1 cruising up, no problem. He might as well not have any armor whatsoever, especially with that flat side turned towards me. That's just asking for doom. I get Blaze exposed. He's too smart to sit still, though, and he moves ahead, so I don't get either shot. But now he's naked. Yeah, you can turn your front towards me. It's not going to make any difference. Once again, this is my second game after not playing for, about 7 months. So I'm a little rusty, but not enough to make a difference here. And definitely this was the best game of the 8 or 9 games that I played. I played 4 games in this, and I also played 4 games in the the PZB-2, which is what we just killed, or similar, obviously. Yeah, so we're up to 5 kills already. Thankfully, those guys shoot that, so I'm taking aim at the Su-18. Goodbye. And I think I made the A-20 mad, but what are you going to do? 6, there we go, Top Gun. What's up, Mater? No, hey, listen, you can't put a bag on yourself. Give me that bag. No, he's running around with a bag on like a pair of pants. Listen, if you get this over your head, you could suffocate yourself. You don't play with big bags, okay? It doesn't, it's not a toy, honey. Oh, man, it stinks. Was this like the Christmas tree in this or something? It smells like a attic. Yeah, we're going to put that up here in a minute. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to come down and help you put it up. Here's a Covenanter. Goodbye. Whoop. Almost missed, but I did tag his butt. He's coming after me now. He gets a shot on my tracks. One more little hit. Once again, the Covenanter's a tier 5 scout and didn't get to kill him. Hetzer kills him. What's the matter, kid? You want to sit on my chair? Yeah. In it? Which chair? Okay, but don't be jumping around. I don't want you to break my chair, boy. Speed up time a little bit here. Try to find the remaining enemy tanks. Once again, you're going to have to hang back in this tank because it's slow. So I would definitely, if this tank gets released again for Christmas, which it probably will, You know, because they got 5 tanks that they have not announced what they're going to release yet on the advent calendar for World of Tanks. You definitely need to get this tank if it comes back out. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's worth, you know, I think they're like $11 or something like that. John, don't mess with that. Oh, kid. No. I'm backing up files. Don't touch my computer. No. 7 kills. That was kind of a kill steal. This tank is good at doing that because you're gonna take that last health that a tank has and remove it. I mean, it's got enough of a hit point roll, like 130, 140, where any tank that's slightly damaged at a lower tier like this, he's got 146 left, and I missed. I missed hard on that shot. He's got nothing left. Goodbye. 8 kills. All right, so without making the neighbors angry, I killed everybody on the board. Pretty much I killed half their team. This tank is not always that great, and I'll play another video here in a second to show you it not being great. But it really is a fun tank to play. Like I said, you got to kind of hang back, play it sniper style. In fact, we'll do 2 more battles because I just want to, like I said, if this comes out, I want this to be up there. I want you guys to see what it does and what it's worth. So let's go ahead and watch another video. This will be another, I'll play a bad one next, then we'll do a good one last. Battle in progress. Here's the bad battle. So you can notice here, nobody went the other way. I'm looking on the map and going, oh my gosh, we can't leave this wide open. I would think, you know, a couple tanks would probably head this direction, but I didn't think that what was about to happen would happen. So we have our entire team going up to the top of the hill. Nobody bothering to look this way. I do have a PZ-1C and now a pair of PZ-1Cs heading out across the field. Hopefully going to get some spots on the hillside so I can pick stuff off. But I'm pretty slow. This tank, once again, is not a fast tank. So to get up this hill is going to take quite a while, and it might not be a good thing. And you can see there the gun. You got to aim all the way with this gun. The gun is not good at snapshotting. It has to be aimed because it just aims so slowly, and that is one of the big disadvantages with the tank. So gun laying drive is definitely a must on this tank. But you can see there, when it hits, man, you're going to send them home crying. And the guy moved. Smart. Smart dude. Hoping I get the chance later to finish him off. I don't remember if I do or not. But so far things are looking okay. Unfortunately, our team is losing the hill, even though every single one of our teammates went up on top of the hill. The other weird thing is that we do have 4 artillery, so that has something to do with it. They ended up getting way more tanks than we did, and we ended up getting stuck with a bunch of artillery. So that was a little weird. They had 2 and we have 4. So that definitely puts our team at a disadvantage. Here's the thing I don't understand about the matchmaker. If you're matchmaker, why wouldn't you look at this situation and go, oh, why don't we put 1 more artillery on the other team, and that way we have 3 artilleries on each team? Nope, can't do that. It's too hard. So here comes my doom. Small guns, right? You know, we can hurt these guys if I could actually hit them. Second miss. But they're starting to gold it up here. The Locust has no problem penning me either. The Locust has a decent gun, so... Yep, and I'm just getting the crap beat out of me. And that's it. And, of course, you can look on the top of the hill and see that the rest of our team, even though I was against 5 of their tanks, the rest of our team got killed by the remainder of their team. So what are you going to do? And you can see there, this tank, where it's weak, well, it's not fast to react. So if you start getting surrounded by scouts, things are going to go south for you. And they did on this battle for sure. All right, last but not least, this is going to be an example of how to use this tank like a tank destroyer. Here's stupid Su-85. Like, dude, seriously? Here we have a Tier 5 match. And you'll show... Now, that I want to tell you, too, that first battle was my best for the night. I made 49,000 credits, roughly. Over 4,000 experience, which is like 2,000 something, because I had a 2x multiplier. And so it'd be like 1,500 or whatever without premium. And I did over 1,500 damage. So on that battle, that was just a great battle. This battle, I don't remember the results offhand because they weren't so spectacular. But you can see here, this tank is good at this kind of tank destroyer-ish role. This is the same place I would go if I was in my Wolverine or in my Jackson on this map. You're not going to push up the hill because you don't have the armor to do it. This tank doesn't have much armor. Oh, and he got away. Rats. But by doing that, these guys thought they'd get a quick snipe and then move up the hill. Now, unfortunately for them, their team had mostly tank destroyers, so it's a little bit of a weird... There you go. Got a rack. This guy's keeping it low, so no go. Now we have the AT2. The AT2 is going to present a problem. That is the one tank that I cannot pentalate. Yeah, so the T67 makes a better target for sure. He just gives up. Stop moving. Like, oh, I'm done. But this guy, yeah, once again, I don't even bother trying to shoot him until I have no other targets, because that AT2 is going to be a tough customer, you know, and if I can hit somebody else, I have a better chance of penetrating. So I'm trying to hit that front plate, that circle in the front. Nope. Well, maybe we'll aim for the cap. Nope. Try again. I'm pretty sure I'm spotted at this point. Now, this crew does not have Sixth Sense, so this is a pretty low quality crew that I have in this tank. I don't know why, because I have some really good crews, but I'm running just my regular old tier 4, like the crew that I got with this tank, I think. It does have a strange layout crew-wise. It's a different crew layout than your T44, T54 layout, so it's going to be a 5-man crew. It doesn't match up well, I don't think, with the other crews, but I could be mistaken about that. It's been a while since I've looked. But once again, I mean, as you can see, this thing is it just dishes out fun, and that's where it's at. So if you like that slower style and you're looking for a fun premium tank, I mean, this is definitely a worthwhile grab if it ever comes up again. Like I said, I don't know for a fact they're going to release it this year. I just would assume that with all the tanks that they're showing that they're not showing, I guess, like they're hiding, there's a good chance that this is going to be one of the premiums that they're going to release again. Maybe possibly another visit from the Su-76I, too. We'll have to see. Tanks that we won't be seeing, well, probably the Super Mutant and definitely the Type 59. I mean, like I said, they're never going to release those tanks again, which sucks for us. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot on that 1C. The 1C is a hard shot to hit with this tank because, once again, slow air time, fast-moving tank doesn't work out. The math just doesn't work. See if I can get a shot on that Hetzer. Nope, he's too low. He's down below the ridge. That's right, the PZ-1C is going to get behind him and finish him off. No, T80 finishes him off. All these guys that went up over the hill. So, it's, you know, unlike, it's funny because some of the Russian tanks have fairly accurate guns and others have terribly inaccurate guns. And it's just funny, you kind of, each tank is different. This one happens to have a very good, accurate gun. It seems like the Russian mediums, you know, this is actually the same gun that the T-34-85 gets as its second to last gun. Also, it's the top gun for the Tier 6 Japanese T-34, which is the, what is that, the Type 58. So this has got the same gun as the Type 58, basically, you know, slower aim time definitely, and a little bit longer reload, but in general, it's the same gun. So see if I can get some shots on this T14. Nope, and I totally wonked the mouse. I don't know what happened there. I think John was pulling on my arm. Mater came in and was, I remember him coming in and I'm being like, John, stop pulling on my arm, dude. Like, I can't hit anything if you yank on me. He's laughing. Now, theoretically, we should be able to go right through this T14, especially if he's not angled, but instead I hit the house. I'm just praying to get a shot in on him because he's getting ripped to shreds pretty quick. And I bounced. Right? Or nothing. I didn't even hit him. There we go. So, didn't get a kill, but another damaging shot. But you can see here, once again, I let everybody else push. Now, I'll never get to this T80, so he's pretty much going to get killed. He's just a crappy little tier 3. But, yeah. So, if this tank does come up for sale and you get the opportunity, this is definitely a worthwhile tank to grab. Like I said, once again, I don't know if they're going to re-release this. I would assume that they probably are. Because they're, like I said, they've got 5 tanks that they're saying they haven't sold for a while, or they're special tanks. And then there's going to be 1 new premium at the end on Christmas. I may buy it. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'm still not super into this game anymore, but I'm starting to get that jonesing to come back and play. And you know, I was glad to see that when I came back, I was playing right where I left off, so it was good. Like when the night was over and I looked over my stats on the 8 games that I played, I came out with like an average of 1,500 WN8, which is where I've been at, and it was a 60% win rate, and it was a good night. So now I'm playing low tiers. My WN8 will go up because when I go up to the higher tiers, you get more experience and stuff, and that looks better on your stats. But it was a good start. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if the T28E F30 with the F30 gun becomes available this Christmas season, it's definitely worthwhile. Thank you for all you guys who have been patient with me and stuck around. Once again, I apologize for not playing very often. I will start playing World of Tanks more over the next couple months, but it's going to be a slow startup. I just want to take my time and kind of enjoy the game again. And I was at the point where I just was really hating this game. So it's starting to become enjoyable again for me, and that's where I need to be before I start jumping back in and making a million videos. I don't want it to become a burden. I want it to be something that's fun. So anyway, see you guys on the battlefield. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Boink.